to Diablo for Belial's return. I am Sammy. This is Sammy. You are Sammy. We are all Sammy. My neighbors think it's a cult, and that's okay. So, see, I told you we are Sammy. Anyway, as I was saying in the pre-show, so those of you who watch in the future on YouTube, there is a reason to show up for the live event because you don't get to see the pre-show. You don't get that chit-chat that everybody else gets. But what I did mention is that the maxroll.gg Paragon boards were updated, so I need to take a dive into the pit, as I would anyway, because, you know, that's what we do. But this time I'm doing it because I desperately need to level up. Which one is it? This one? Yeah. That's at level 1. That's not going to do. That's not going to do at all. But I'm over here because we're in Torment 4. And you guys know, I don't want to hit someone else with my drugs. Like, my drugs are for my build, and they're not going to help someone else's build. So, we start with Elixir of Precision, we hit Intelligence, then we hit Soothing Spices, and Spirit Dance. And Sharing is Caring in, like, the early difficulty levels, because then you're giving people that experience boost, and pretty much anything is helping when you're switching equipment and all that stuff so quickly. But at this level of difficulty, everybody is pretty locked into what they want. And so if I come in and I'm like, here, have some intelligence on a barbarian, they're probably not gonna like that. So that's the reason I always step away from people in Torment 4. I don't even feel comfortable gassing people in Torment 3. Oh, get out of the fear. But I definitely needed to take my drugs because I am crippled right now, having one of my glyphs at level 1. Okay. So, we are hopefully tier 70 is fine. I tried a tier 75 as a warm-up because I was like, maybe I can get it leveled up early so I won't look completely incompetent when the stream starts, and I failed at tier 75. So, hopefully tier 70 is okay for me. Okay. I still always gotta watch those cooldowns. And I gotta, as French Fries pointed out yesterday, I have got to be less greedy about using my ultimate. Like, I see those grenades and they do so much damage, and I'm like, I'm gonna hold on to it. But I'm getting most of my damage boost from this ultimate ability. It is like, after this season, those grenades are going away, but the damage boost of this ultimate remains, so I gotta be willing to use it. Woo, get in there. Okay. Whoops. Throw a Hydra right into the wall and say good luck. Shoot those fireballs. Alright, so I'm doing a little bit better here in tier 70. You guys didn't get to see me in tier 75, so this is really for my own edification that I am saying I am doing better. Okay. I do like these more dungeon style of, well, pits. When it's the big open area, I don't know. I have trouble going towards the middle. I want to just hang out at the edges and trace my hands along the right wall. But all the baddies are in the middle. So I just gotta get over my bad habits is what I'm getting at. Okay. Woo! Now, as a reminder, today is my Friday. I don't stream regularly on Fridays, but you may have noticed that we have a community challenge going on. As you watch, you can earn beard hairs. And you can use those beard hairs on things like making me take a sip of water, making me tell a story, all that fun stuff. Or you can donate it to the community challenge, which is called FriPlay. And it wouldn't be this Friday, it would be next Friday. I will stream on a Friday. That's the community challenge. Join in. We are very close. I haven't checked it since yesterday. Okay. I'm also doing pretty well on time. I've still got, you know, little less than 11 minutes left. I feel like I am getting some good damage in. So once I'm able to really beef up my glyph, I think that's going to have a few changes. I haven't read what it's supposed to do, so we'll find out. We'll find out together, like we used to, like a family. Okay. Here we go. It's a big open area. It's the type of thing that I have trouble doing because I want to go towards the sides, the edges. And these big open areas are like, no, go to the middle. That's where the cream filling is. That's where we keep all the baddies. Right there in their creamy center. Good. Got it. Woo! Whoa! Blazin' just dropped 10,000 beard hairs towards the FriPlay challenge. Did that do it? That had to do it. 94%. Let's give it about 10 minutes and see if it updates, because that's like over 20% of the total goal. I don't math very well, so I could be totally wrong. Feel free to tell me when I math wrong. Oh boy. I think I was getting a little overconfident. I was sitting here thinking, I am awesome. And now... Oh, never mind. I am still awesome. I am still awesome. Everybody acknowledge how awesome I am. Always be teleporting. There you go. Always be teleporting. Ooh, 205. Oh, I was worried that I was in the 2000s on my obls, and I was like, can't deal with that. Alright, now, all the way down here at level 1, but hey, the FriPlay Community Challenge has ended this minute. We are 100% of the way. So not tomorrow, but next week Friday. In fact, let me put that on my personal calendar. We're going to make sure it's there. So we go for the 23rd. That's going to be it. And it's going to be FriPlay stream. And it's going to be not all day. It's going to be from, 3 until 6. So regular Sammy time next Friday, all day long. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling on Friday, because next Wednesday is when I have my doctor's appointment. So, and what time is that? We'll see how I'm feeling. It's earlier in the morning, but just depending on how I'm feeling after the doctor's appointment, I've got it set as I'm taking the day off. But if I take Wednesday off, I might make up for the time on FriPlay. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm proud of you guys. You did it. You completed the FriPlay challenge. Now let's get back on task. I needed to get this one leveled up a bunch. Okay, so that gets us our first radius expansion, which I don't think, yeah, I think the text is gray because we still have not hit enough nodes to get the bonuses. So I'm probably going to need to do, I'm tempted to go up to a 75, but let's just take a quick look. 15 out of 25. I'm getting that non-physical damage, getting extra intelligence, and then I'm getting vulnerable damage. So it is a good one, but I want that bonus because I want to take reduced damage when I have very little mana, because a lot of the stuff I do just drains my mana. Yeah. The increasing the non-physical damage, that's cool. I'm going to get it when we do the next radius expansion. It's just one of those things we got to pay attention to. Okay. Let me take a quick gander at this. Aha! I found you. Excellent. So that's where I'm at, just working on the Paragon board itself.
Let's go.
Don't tell me what to do. I hit the button. Wait. I'm just trying to do something. There! I did it. I did the something. Oh, man. So, taking a look at that, it would be best to hit it again, probably at 70. And then if it starts going down to like one level of improvement, then I can jump up again. I'm just a little trigger shy because I went to 75 earlier today and I embarrassed myself. But now it's at like level 16, level 18, something like that. It should be stronger. All right, go for the champions. They keep singing that song. So those are the first ones we get. Okay. I'm getting hit by lightning. Now I will admit, and I haven't found how to do this, my resistances are not where they should be. So there might be something I'm missing in order to get those resistances up, but I've been making up for it barely by taking the resist all incense. But that sends me from like 50% to 60% out of a max of 70%. And then going up when you've got incense burning. It's going to be regular time. So 3 to 6. Unless I decide to start early. Plan on 3 to 6, but make sure your notifications are turned on, because I try to update them most times I go live, so that you get a new message every time. I believe the one I had set for today was how do you solve a problem like Andariel, and that is going to be one of the goals for today's stream. I gotta figure out how to beat Andariel with Andariel's power. I did exactly 0 research last night on this particular problem, so I am open to suggestion. Excellent. We're doing so well on time. That's a common refrain with these pits, and it's frankly a sign that I should be trying to go up to a higher level. But why, when I could just repeat myself over and over again and essentially create a catchphrase out of commenting on the time and how well I am doing with it? Hello, Beacon! It is good to have you here. Excellent. I love having so many friendly people in the chat. It is quite nice. Alright, alright. And for those of you just tuning in, I am kind of working on rebuilding my Paragon board. There was an update on Max Roll for the build that I am using, and it's pretty much all the Paragon board. I've got most of it updated. I just need to finish working on the new glyph, because they switched one of the glyphs. So that's the only real thing that I am kind of focused on. But I still want to take out Andariel with Andariel's power. That's gonna get done. Okay. There we go. I think we are doing very well, all things considered. Okay. Excellent. I want to know, what are you guys going to do this weekend? What's everybody got planned for the weekend? I get my children, so we're probably going to go to the amusement park unless it turns out to be too cold. Maybe a board game or two. Definitely a movie or two. My son and I enjoy having a movie night as often as we can. Excellent. And then, of course, I'm going to have to take them to eat somewhere, because I'm really bad at cooking. My son's a bit of a picky eater, but I used to be a picky eater when I was a child as well. I might have been abused out of that behavior. Oh, but I'm trying to get him to try new foods, and so I have been thinking, like, what new restaurant could I try to take him to? I finally got him eating Mexican food, but he'll only eat bean and cheese burritos. And I'm like, come on, dude. You gotta try other stuff. I promise you, tacos are good. Quesadillas, of course, are good. But now I'm thinking, like, what's another food I could challenge him with? What's something else I could try to make him eat? I would love it if I could get my son eating sushi, because nobody eats sushi with me. And yes, I'm aware I live in a mountain state, and It is a little strange that I still love sushi as much as I do, but I do! I love it so very much. Woo! Excellent. Now, that definitely is not going to be enough to get us all the way to 46. Yeah, but 3 is pretty good. 3 is pretty good when it comes to this stuff. And I could probably afford to jump up. Ooh! I have cleared up to pit 80, but it is painful. I'm still trying to get a little bit stronger, so... And I have been considering switching builds, so Beacon, let me know, what are you rocking this season? I'm doing ice shards, and I've just been considering maybe going Inferno or something different. Wicked both. Ah, look at that. For a change, I'm outpacing Blazin'. Ha 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 ha. I'm the man. Alright, that's not worth it for me.
My hammer sings on your return.
I'm sure it does. Okay, I'm ready to jump up to 75 again. This might not work as well as I want it to, but I feel like we had so much time left over in 70 that I feel fairly confident going back to 75. Lightning Spear. Interesting. I made a mid-season switch last season with my rogue when I went from Twisting Blades to Rain of Arrows, and I really enjoyed the Rain of Arrows once I got the hang of it. At the beginning, I thought I made a mistake and ruined the season. So I'm trying not to make the same mistake if I make another mid-season switch. I want to do a little bit of homework first, figure out what kind of gear I need to be picking up, and then make the switch. Ah, okay. There you go. I've never looked into the ranked builds and how people put things together. I just look at max roll and barely look at that. Oh my goodness. There. Good, good. Getting all these dudes. Okay. All right. We're doing very well. In fact, I think I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. We're doing good on time. Half the reason I don't play the pit as often as I should is because that's all I say. That's all I ever say is how well we're doing on time. I don't know what else to say in the pit. I'm killing dudes. Getting those heals. Desperately trying to keep track of the floor and when people are hurting me. Oh my goodness. I guess I can talk about real life instead of talking about zipping around, killing dudes with my sorcerer. I went on about an hour and 20-minute walk today, and it was wonderful. Except I forgot to bring my sunglasses, because I had those by my desk. from yesterday's stream. And so everybody thought I was scowling at them for the whole walk, but I just have light sensitivity. It hurts. It hurts to see the sun. Ah. My eyes are very sensitive. It's even worse in the winter, Blazin. Like, if there is snow on the ground, I am blind. I have to have sunglasses on, or I just can't go outside. It's physically painful to have the sunlight in my eyes. And today, I looked out the window, I saw big dark clouds, I was like, sweet, I just need a jacket. And then I stepped outside, and those big dark clouds went away. We're all vampires. I don't get as bad with sunburns as I used to, but I still get sunburns. But I also kind of like the feeling of a sunburn. That's my toxic trait. To me, that's not pain. It's this weird, like, tingly feeling. It's hard to explain, but I kind of like it, and I shouldn't, because the sun will kill us. Yep, Mother Nature only got me with my eyeballs. My dainty eyeballs. Yeah, I looked... For half my walk, I looked like I was scowling at people, like I was in a bad mood and everybody was at fault. And for the rest of my walk, I looked like I was deep in thought as my eyes were pretty much pointed straight at the ground, trying to reduce the amount of sunlight that was getting into my eyeballs. Come on. I'm really... Okay, I think I got the champion. Okay. But yeah, 75, as we see, my damage output goes way down. It'll get boosted a little bit when we put on the new... Or we level up the glyph to 70 or 45, 46. When we get it to legendary. Leave me alone.
I find even if they don't want to.
Okay. Now I do wish the Frost Nova did a little bit of damage. Okay, got him. I don't see anyone's health bars being boosted, so I don't... Oh, there's a champion right there. And another one right there. Ah, don't shoot the wall! I also have to, like, zip out of the poison damage as quickly as I can. I said I took out those champions. And don't shoot into the wall. Okay. We're doing fine. I don't know why you guys are panicking. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. That's a good call, Blazin. As you watch the stream, you are earning beard hairs. You can spend those beard hairs on things like making me take a sip of water, straighten out my back, tell stories, all that fun stuff. And, and right now, Blazin paid for a hydro. I got 7 minutes. I'll just aggravate those enemies. I guess they never wanted to check out who was shooting them, so that worked out. And let's do it. Blazin', you're correct. You're absolutely correct. We should do it. If you are new here, this is your first time hanging out, welcome. Thank you for joining. Why don't you hit that follow button? We're trying to get to 100 followers. We're at 84. You could help us get a little bit closer. If you also want to help out by sharing the channel with your friends, that would be fine as well. If you want to help the channel financially, hit that subscribe button. I do have one of those little Prime reminders right above my head. So if you're sitting on a Prime membership and you've got one of those, I'll take it off your hands. There's nothing that'll stop me from doing that. You can just hit that button. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to leave a comment, give me a time signature. I guess if you've made it this far in the video, type Sasquatch, and then I'll know that you watched the first half hour of the video in the future on YouTube. And then, of course, there is the podcast, Potato Chip Pictures. Comes out most Fridays except this coming Friday because I didn't want to record this week. Because I'm a bad person. I might have to change one of the beard hair redemptions to making me say, FewTube. Cold Trip Shots asks, is the expansion worth it? I really enjoyed the campaign. I really enjoyed the Spiritborn class. I'm going to say yes, it's worth it. Plus, most of the meta that you find online is built around the assumption that you are playing Vessel of Hatred. So I'd say it's worth it just to make sure you are able to follow the strongest builds. If that's what you're into, I tend to enjoy following strong builds. That's just one of those things I do. And right now I'm using the maxroll.gg Ice Shards build. I swear I'm never going to get those gloves that I want. One day. One day I will get the gloves that I want. Now here is where I am tempted to go off book. Because I kind of would rather have the 1.5 resistance to all over the max life. Yeah. I'm going to go off book. Answering Beacon. I'm just looking for an ancestral version of the Fists of Fate. As you see, I've got ancestral in every other slot. That is the only one, and it just makes me a little flustered. And then, of course, I'm looking for the mythics, but those are kind of lower priority to me. I would rather just see what it's like to have that. And then back to Cold Trip Shots. It is going to be, you know, an opinion-based thing, but the fact of the matter is all current metas are built off of the Vessel of Hatred. And I'm pretty sure one of those things are the rune words. Let me get back into town, and I will point that out. Yeah, I have enjoyed it immensely. But looking at the bottom, you've got this Neo-Sa. Those are two rune words, a top word and a bottom word. The bottom word is the one that really matters because that allows me to summon a pair of wolf companions who do a lot of damage, and they are really useful for when I am out of mana and unable to cast any spells, unable to defend myself, essentially. But then I've got these guys popping out and killing dudes. And I'm pretty sure that is exclusive to Vessel of Hatred DLC. I think if you are playing vanilla, you're only allowed the gemstones. And the rune words just don't exist. I could be wrong. I have not played vanilla Diablo 4 for a very long time. And so for a while, I kept saying that the two dudes that I have on the side of the screen, Subo and Variana, I thought they were just part of the base game. Turns out, you gotta have Vessel of Hatred. Yeah, I didn't pick up anything. But I'm going to do one last dive into the pit. I'm going to go 75 again. I just don't feel confident about my build. At some point, I don't think. I need to go on some layer boss runs. Depending on how that goes, I may have to drop down to Torment 3, and I don't wanna. You guys know me. Once I get into Torment 4, I hate looking back. Makes me feel like I'm a bad human being. I am morally reprehensible for diving back in to Torment 3 after making it to Torment 4. It's not true, but that's how I feel. Okay. But yeah, last night I took a few stabs at some of the layer bosses, had an easy time, then went for a few of the bigger bosses and had a tough time. And Andariel, she makes me angry in just about every torment. And we can take a look at the season journey after this. Once we are back to full strength, relatively speaking. And I'm saying full strength in terms of having all of my glyphs at least legendary. At least at level 46. It's going to be a while before I get them up to level 100. But at least getting all of the bonuses on the table. That's what I'm looking for. Man. Excellent. Excellent. And I'm not going to waste my time on that one normal dude. I probably shouldn't have left that mob behind. I just got in my head that I need to be zipping around all speedy fast. Gotta be moving across this battlefield and not letting anyone make me fearful as they make me fearful. Those big jerks. I would say that is my biggest deficiency as a player is not being very good at playing Floor is Lava. Anytime the elites or the bosses start making the ground damage me, I just have trouble keeping track of everything, and that's when I always fall apart. That's my proverbial get good, is dealing with the Floor is Lava. And also watching the screen instead of looking at the camera. Gotta stop doing that. But you guys are so cute today. I can't help it. I really like what you did with your hair today, Beacon. It's looking sharp. I just wanted to freak some people out. Thank you for the follow, Cold Trip Shots. That is very kind of you. I don't think you missed anything. I'm just entertaining myself. You guys know what I do. Oh man. But I'm glad Beacons is feeling good about his hair. Or Beacon. Why did I add a plural? It's because of the 3 zeros. That's what did it. Woo! Well, I guess I know what I'm gonna have to make into a short today. I'm gonna have to remember when I entertained myself and no one was listening. So you'll just have to subscribe to the YouTubes. Wow. See, the thing is, I carry all of my hair on my extremities. So, like, my legs are hairy, my arms are hairy, my head is hairy, but then I take my shirt off, back, chest, belly, all of it's bald. Just got a few little wispy hairs here and there. And so, I'm a little self-conscious about that. Maybe I should shave them off, but I don't like doing that. Come on, dude. Go down. Die! There. Whew. Exactly. It's the only person I know how to be. Okay. That's the guy who is making me fearful. And I don't like being fearful. Oh, man. I still gotta wait and see if I will be or not. Ah, yes. A hairy one. I'm caught up now. You should be excited. I would be excited. But I would also be nervous. That's literally what anxiety means, a mixture of nervousness and excitement. And that's like my constant state of being. Nervous excitement. So, my favorite transgendered celebrity is Dorkly's Allie Beardsley. And he was on one of the more recent episodes of Game Changer. And ever since he started getting the hormonal therapy, he has become an entity of pure chaos. If you watch him in D20 or in Dropouts, other shows, chaos everywhere. Everywhere. And I'm always like, this is second puberty. You have become an agent of chaos. And I love it. We don't often get to see chaotic adults. Exactly. I mean, I am a big fan of Dropout, and I think they have done a great job of selecting excellent talent across the board. But yes, if you ever look up like a YouTube clip show of Allie Beardsley, they're fantastic. And the more recent the clip, the more chaotic the energy. Whoa, boy. Come on. Gotta be moving and grooving and hitting him a little bit harder. Don't get hit in the face by a dude with a club. That is a bad idea. It's not good for your health. And frankly, it's not gonna make you $1 million anytime soon. I should know. I get hit in the face all the time and I don't have $1 million at all. Thank you. Exactly. You know, frankly, I think getting hit by dudes with clubs is meh. It's mid. That's what I'm going to say. I'm young and hip. Pay no attention to the gray in the beard. Here it comes. There it is. And all of the bonuses are mine. I am very happy about getting the reduced damage. That might keep me alive a little bit longer. 90, 90, and then we get into the 100s, but that 48 I'm no longer using. I have to keep remembering I'm not using it. I'm hoping so, Beacon. I'm hoping that I am now almighty and powerful, Monkey Face. Okay, 100. And we're still getting the 2s. So yeah, this is looking good. Fantastic. I'm excited. I am legitimately very excited. I was a little bit worried. I'm still wondering if I should remain off book or if I should go on book and maybe... No, I'm going to go off book. I want the resistance to all elements. And then I think, well, we'll deal with all of that when I level up. Don't need to get all caught up in which one of these is going to be best. Speaking of the DLC that Cold Trip brought up, and I've mentioned this a few times this week, I have been working on just completing the open world just as an off-stream thing, and the vanilla game is now finished. Every region is marked as completed. Anything I do in those regions is just for fun. I don't have to worry about, am I getting the best out of this, or am I doing the right thing? Those are all done. And then in Nahantu, I have finished all of the side quests. I only have to do 11 more dungeons, and that is going to be done. It'll be finished. I have never finished the open world in any season. I have always just focused on one region at a time, and then I was like, the Eternal Realm will have them all finished. This time, I'm sending Sammy to the Eternal Realm at the end of the season with a finished world, a totally completed world. And then in terms of the season journey, this one right here, this one made me very mad yesterday. And if you go back to the YouTube video, it's even titled, Sammy Gets Frustrated, because, oh boy, I got mad. I'm a little embarrassed by how angry Andariel got me. It's been many years since I allowed a video game to make me angry. And she did it. She got me mad. And now we're going to go and see if she can make me mad again. I learned nothing from that experience. All I learned from that experience is when I have to mute the microphone in order to scream, that's probably when I am done fighting Andariel. Whew. It's one of those fights. So the backup plan should Andariel get me screaming in my living room is to then go to a Helltide and try to get better at killing things in a Helltide. I feel like I dripped some water on my beard. Oh no! I ran out of mana and then immediately realized that that would be how I could test to see if the new glyph has any like significant damage reduction. But I also don't want to just go running into these dudes who are able to hurt me. Okay. I didn't find the treasure. Where's the treasure? Oh. Oh well, no treasure. All right, now before we go in to this area that makes me unreasonably angry, first thing we've got to do is put this on. So, after standing still for 1 second, I wonder if there is another ability based on standing still. Like anything that might add to the damage reduction or offer more damage output. So I'm just going to kind of look through these in the modifier category. And I'm looking for... increased dodge chance for 5 seconds might be good. I'm not using a basic skill right now. I don't think I can make bosses fearful. I really like this one, but I've never seen what its modifier is. I don't think I can stun Andariel. It would be dope, but I don't think I can. Ooh. Now this might be useful. I don't know what all of these guys are. All right, I'm clicking away. I need to just read up on what I have equipped. Better evade cooldown from the sparks. Large amount of critical strike chance. And then scaling. So I think I'm going to temporarily get rid of this one. And then we'll maybe put them all back later. But that's going to be how I try this. I'm not confident, but we got to give it a shot. We got to give it a shot. I also need to buy more incense. I'm out. I'm out of the ones that I use. All right. Drugs are activated. One last look. I've got Andariel's Flaming Skull as the main power. And then I swapped out Lord Zier's Blood Pool to get the healing just to see if that's going to help. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Well, let's see. And then stand back because I don't want her to get a free hit on me. They do not have to be done solo. I just have to have the boss ability equipped. So, if we get to a place where I need to get some help, but holy crap, guys. I am doing significantly more damage than I was doing yesterday. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I keep getting attacked by that laser. Ah! Okay, run away. Run away. Get that. Got her again. Okay. This is usually where I get in trouble. Come on, baby. Okay. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, baby. Oh, that makes me so angry. I thought I had her, and then she vanished. Shoot. Shoot. Okay. Dudes. Dudes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was incredible. Thank you, Beacon. Considering how frustrated I was yesterday, that is probably one of the best feelings that a brother could have. I am legitimately stoked that that challenge is now finished. Holy crap. Woo! So we only have to do one more challenge. The one that I'm looking at is defeating Lilith with Belial's eye beams. That was another one that I embarrassed myself doing yesterday, but I'm more willing to give that a shot today, so holy cow. But I'm gonna take a moment to kind of relax a little bit, feel better, and feel like, okay, things are fine, things are okay, deep breaths. Because, yeah, man, that was shocking. All right, I've got all of my abilities back. Now I'm comfortable with opening this, just in case Belial decides to make an appearance. Still not getting any mythics, but whatever. Also, everything's going to get junked. I'm pretty sure I have at least one greater affix on everything that just dropped. So I don't even think it's worth taking a look at the stuff that's in there. Wow. I had, if I'm honest with you guys, I had expected that to take an hour. I'm a little flustered because I'm like, well, now what do I do? I've got 3 minutes to the next Helltide, like... Oh, boy. That was intense. That was the best thing I've done all season. Let me take a look. Looks as though... Oh, I have no idea where the next Helltide is going to be. I'm over here pretending that I know where it's going to pop. I guess while I bask in the afterglow of having completed something that I thought was going to be impossible, maybe I'll just go and finish a quick dungeon. I don't have any, what are they called? Nightmare keys in Nahantu. I could probably craft some. I'm just not all that interested in it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna really quickly head over there, do that, and then a Helltide will be started by the time we're done with it. Once again, because I keep saying it throughout the stream, if you are using maxroll.gg for your build guide, if you're using a build guide, as I do, they did update the Ice Shards build earlier this week. And it was a pretty big Paragon board change. So if you have been using that one, you might be doing it wrong. You may want to take another look. There were a few things that got moved around, and I'm liking it. I think they made some pretty good changes. In that I don't feel like I'm dying all the time as I was previously. So really what they did is they switched out one of the glyphs with one that offers a little more damage reduction. I have finally leveled it up to legendary. As Beacon pointed out, I am now all-powerful once more. I'm not, but I feel like it. I feel much more powerful again. And then I'm just doing this this dungeon. It's not a nightmare dungeon. It's not anything like that. Just doing it because I'm working on completion of the world, the open world, as it were. And then I think if I have any other challenges, like personal challenges for myself, they would be related to the actual challenges. Because not all of these are at 100%, and it might be cool to do that. I may move kind of slowly, but boy do I hit hard. There. Just had to remind them that I hit hard. Alright, well, I found the dead end. Now, I'm thinking to myself about the challenges in the collections tab of Diablo 4, and one of them is to kill an ungodly number of treasure goblins. And that is going to be a little bit annoying if I decide to go for it. It's like 66,000. Okay. So as of today, the channeling shrine is actually not working for my meta. I mean, it does whenever the other abilities I have causes it to drain as it does. But if it stays filled up, then I don't get the added damage reduction. So it's just interesting that I always loved getting the channeling shrine until today. And now I'm like, this might not work out as well. But as I said, I've got like other abilities that drain my mana. And I think it's my Hydras. I think they have a chance to use all of my mana. Okay. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I gotta look a lot of stuff up. But then we have days like today when I'm able to get the kills without too much effort, and then I feel like, why should I look anything up? I'll just do it my own way. Get that, conjurer. Stupid cat-faced conjurers. They're only stupid because I'm not allowed to pet them. That's the worst thing about the lacunae. They look like cats, but they're not friends. How could you do that to me, Blizzard? Okay. Good. No! Oh, okay. I got out of it. I'm very bad at floor is lava. I don't handle it calmly. I'm not very cool about the floor becoming lava.
It has come to my attention that you have begun using corpses for your own entertainment. The dead are entrusted to us to study the balance, not to be your dancing monkeys.
Oh!
Be the fool that causes a village's demise because you.
I'll let her finish.
I will not hesitate to come personally dismiss you if I hear even a whisper of such behavior again. Practice raising your corpses with care and respect, or you will reap the consequences.
So there is a a necromancer city that is in Nahantu, and I like that. It's one of the strongholds. It's the one down here. But the necropolis, you never actually get to go inside, which kind of sucks. But they are essentially suggesting that in addition to Rathma's... Damn it, why are people attacking me? I'm in the boss room. You're not allowed in here. Did you have an appointment? I'll stand all the way back here where no one can hurt me. Down here. I wonder if they are going to do anything with this particular location. But I feel that way about so many locations in the open world where you might have one or two side quests and that's really all you get to play with. And so I end up just imagining how cool it would be if these locations did more stuff. But this area is a necromancer city that used to exist. You clear it out. In the capital city, there's a dude about here who's like, hey, it's my job to go open up the city, but I'm too weak to do it. Will you do it? And then you get to do another one of his quests when he arrives in the city after you have completed the stronghold. And I like it. I like it because otherwise all we get to see is this little underground temple that's also like a tomb for Rathma. Oh, it's over here. Sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. And that was the necromancer area for Sanctuary. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe there was another one, and I'm only remembering Rathma's tomb. But, you know, just another cool thing. Something that I was thinking about last night as I was completing side quests. I was just like, man, I hope we get to do more with some of these older cities and some of these areas that we have reclaimed. I don't think we will, but it'd be cool. Where's my... There it is. I know how to play video games, I promise. But I do hope, if there is another new character class, I do hope that it also comes with a new location, a new region. Although it doesn't look like there are any connected by land the same way you would have with Nahantu. So you'd probably have to take a ship, which means it would be similar to Heaven and Hell in Diablo 3, where the only way to get to it was through teleporting. But I would live with that. I lived with it in Diablo 3. I would live with it again in Diablo 4. Alright, so what I am working on for likely the next 46 minutes, and if you are working on this too, feel free to send me a join request. I am willing to let you join up with me. I am trying to get my wanted level all the way up so that I can try to kill 200 dudes before the Hellborn arrives. The best I have done is 148. Sometimes I do less than 100, so the worst I have done is 90. Oftentimes I can get above 100. Excellent, Blazin'. Again, you know, it's really just for anyone who is desperately trying to complete their season and want to do it with someone. I am willing to help, but I'm also working towards something. So, not too worried about it. I think I've got this. And besides, now my sorcerer is stronger than Blazin's sorcerer. Yes, that, I think you were the one who taught me that, Beacon, last season when I was hanging out with the Blood Maiden, thinking that I was going to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, and then realized that my wanted level had just stopped going up. And I was like, oh no. And since I've already completed the challenge for defeating the Blood Maiden, I really only go there if I'm trying to open up a chest and I want to get a bunch of cinders. But yeah, if you're trying to raise your wanted level, do not take out the Blood Maiden. You might be sitting there thinking, I'm killing so many dudes, I gotta be raising this thing a bunch. It pauses. You're killing all those dudes for nothing! Yeah. Okay, back on my horse while I look for a bigger crowd of dudes than one. So I see the flashing, and I think that is telling me that someone... Nope. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought that flashing was to tell me the Blood Maiden had fired. But I don't see anyone over there. In fact, I think it's... I don't know where the Blood Maiden is. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop looking at my map when I am in the Helltide. There is no safe place to stand in a Helltide, and yet I plant my feet all the time. And I'm going to do it again because that's the name of this challenge. Ooh! Oh my gosh. Okay. Got that. Interesting. That's where it is. Beacon points out it's just to the east of me. And I want to open up my map, but then I'll get killed. So we'll have to take it on faith. I really love Urivar's grenades. Oh my gosh, I love those grenades so much. They are so fun. I do also like Lord Zir's blood pools in terms of the boss powers. That one was surprisingly useful. I have not leveled it up at all, and it was still pretty powerful just right away. Burrow has been my least favorite, and that's really just because it messes up my entire meta and my entire build. Okay, somewhere, I think right there is where she hides. So that's where we're going to avoid. Yeah, once I looked at the map again, I was like, aha, I remember. I remember what this looks like. Oh boy. Oh boy! Everybody's exploding around me. All these demons have zero chill. They're just blowing their top left and right. Ugh. It's like, take a deep breath, my dude. Relax. I'm just gonna zip over here, blow people up a few times. You don't gotta run in here with your bombs and blow yourselves up. Ugh. I'm trying to avoid that northeastern side of the Helltide. I could head down to where there are actual whispers. That would be the smart thing to do. I just want to focus on trying to get my wanted level all the way up. And then I'll focus on things like opening chests or trying to get rewards. And everything I'm saying is stupid because if I go down to where the whispers are, I will raise my wanted level faster, presumably. So I think I just changed my own mind. Are they infuriated enough to come at me? Nope. Okay. Alright, I'll climb down the stupid hill. Also, I'm safe right now, so I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna level up real quick. Remember maxroll.gg, that's the guide that I'm using. You use whatever you want to use, baby. But now we're in board number 4. Up here, because we're gonna give ourselves 2 more damage reduction from vulnerable enemies. I make enemies vulnerable all the time. I hope. I think I make them vulnerable. We'll find out. Okay. I don't want to be tested. But as I said, I'm going south. I changed my own mind. I talked myself into playing this game smart. Of course, if a big group of enemies is going to kick me off my horse, I'll take the time to kill them. They got my attention. Nice little cheap 75er of pants. I should have done gauntlets. That's what frustrates me about these particular gauntlets. I can't farm them from a boss. I have to play the game and just find them. Okay. Yep, cull some demons. And I don't know if... Well, I don't know why I'm saying I don't know if mythics are going to drop from a tortured chest. I probably wouldn't get a mythic anyway from places where mythics drop. I'm not a lucky guy. Woo! Okay, found the demons. I really should be focused on these red dots. Thank you, red dots, for appearing next to me. Come on, let me open those wretched souls. Let me have those wretched souls. They're delicious. Okay, I have no idea what this event is. So I'm going to try it out. Oh. Dismantle these tortured effigies before the ritual is complete. Damn it. Of course, if they blind me, then I can't do that. Thank you, random player. It was very sweet of you. Yay! Alright. Still didn't get the gloves I want. I stopped for every single world event in a Helltide now because I read that that's one of the places that these gloves are likely to drop is world event chests, things like that. And there are a few items that drop in that fashion, and that just means that I gotta be a lucky guy to get the ones I want. Yes, Fists of Fate. If I'm wrong, please tell me. If there's a boss that drops them consistently, I'd rather be fighting them. Because, yeah, earlier I thought I read that Fists of Fate were only... Oh, Beast in Ice. And I've got a ton of stuff for summoning him. So let's see how well I do after this is finished. In fact, let's get over here. You see, if I were smart, what I would have done is have this whole fight over here once I got wanted. Alright. Back to Karagar. We'll check. We'll see. Beacon, you are allowed to post a link. I give you permission. Beacon can post a link. Oh no! Maybe not. Maybe I need to do... Okay, well let me search loot table. Ooh, no. D4 loot table. It was about to give me D&D loot table. Okay. Interesting. So, Fists of Fate is the Beast in Ice. Okay. That's awesome. And then, what about Starless? Harbinger of Hatred. Oh, but he's only one of them. Who else? Echo of Duriel and Echo of Anduriel. Okay. I feel good about all of that. But, taking a quick gander here. This is the worst I have done. Wow! Okay, well, at least I always get over 50. Yep. Wow. That's a little embarrassing. I almost feel like I wish I didn't look at that. Where is it? There it is. So embarrassing. Okay, making my face disappear briefly. Because I'm pretty sure I have more than 22. Like, I thought I had to put a stack away. But that could have just been my other materials. So, no, I do have a stack. Okay. And then I've got plenty for the big bosses. Ugh. I'm just bad at these fights. But I could probably take out Belial. I wonder what Belial has. If he's on this loot table. Oh, he is not on the loot table. Interesting. I like loot tables. I'm gonna be learning more about that stuff. Oh, that's right. And I just had assumed that killing Belial would mean I'm getting his unique stuff and whatever else. But yeah, it would make sense that I should select who I specifically want to collect loot from. Because I would just pick like Anduriel, Duriel. I would pick Anduriel or Echo of Hatred. Whatever his name is. But Fists of Fate, baby. That's what we're going for. I think I destroyed all my stuff. I don't... Nope, I didn't. Sometimes a brother forgets. I wasn't a huge fan of the Beast in Ice power. I have seen other people using it. And I imagine if I rearranged my build a little bit, I probably would have gotten a lot more usage out of it. just with what I had set up, I wasn't seeing it fire that often. But then I see other people using the Beast and Ice's powers, and they're just going off left and right. It is incredible to watch some of the other people using those powers. In terms of powers that I have been tempted to switch over and use, I really like Grigwar's, the lightning. In fact, let's put that on for a moment. I have not ranked it up at all, but we're going to put it in. I might switch it out before we take on the Beast and Ice. I have no idea how effective it will be against him, but... well, if I don't find another dude to try it out on, then we're going to try it on the Beast and Ice. But it's a pretty surprising boss power in terms of how effective it is. In fact, it's very similar to Yurivar's grenades, except you hit twice, and it is based on a core skill. So, my X ability. On the PlayStation controller. That's what I'm playing on. I always just assume everybody has the same setup as me. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so it hits 3 times. I like it a lot. Oh man, I like it a lot. I'm definitely gonna need to start investing in it because I might end up using it instead. But I've got this one leveled up all the way, and so I'm like, I'll keep using it for now. Okay, nothing too impressive. Right? Yeah, but we did get a Fist of Fate. It's not going to be used, but we did get one. So, thank you for the loot table. This whole season I have been believing that I had to go and get it from world events. Okay. You know what? Grigwar's might be the better boss power. Like, as I am sitting here having a prolonged battle with the Beast in the Ice, starting to think maybe... what a jerk. Maybe I want to use the lightning instead and start investing towards that, getting that up to level 20. Don't want to get thrown out of the arena. I always panic when the floor becomes lava. Just not good at that game. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch over to Beast and Ice, or Grigwar's Lightning Square. It's just such a good ability. And then I'll just level it up as much as I can. See how strong we can get it. Boo. I'm booing the fact that none of these are starred. It's the last piece of equipment, of my regular equipment, that I need to get. Holy cow! Yeah! Yeah! That is pretty great. So I think I've been running with the wrong boss power this whole time. So if you're using ice shards as your thing, I'm gonna say I recommend Grégoire's lightning square. That thing is doing so much damage. I got excited seeing that star. Oh well. I'm pretty sure I already have starred Starfall, but I can take a look to see if it's better or worse than what I just picked up. And I wanted to see... Okay, so we are down under 99, but I'm still going to do this a few more times. I want to get what I want to get, which are those gloves. I also forgot that he hits me first. Okay, we're gonna have to have an actual fight. What a jerk. I am so impressed with this particular ability. Wow. That lightning square hits so hard. Ah, boo. Alright, pants. And I'm, again, pretty well, that just means that I can take a look to see if this is better than what I have in storage. And I'm going to head back to town, get rid of everything, take a look at those 2 pieces that I picked up, just to see if they are worth it. And if I run out of distilled fear, then I will go and do like some nightmare dungeons or something, because I'm pretty sure that is still what consistently drops the distilled fear. I haven't paid attention since updates. Okay, so I've got a better Tacits and Starfall. We've got 4.5 versus 4.0, and in this case, it's a cooldown, so we want the smaller number. So 4.0 is the winner.
See some steel you need?
Sometimes I have to work these things out in my head. I have to make my brain know. Okay, good to know. Good to know. If we run out and we need some, I'll probably have to take some from you, because... I mean, I've got... The one that seems to have dropped the most this season is the Exquisite Blood. I have 2 stacks just from... And I try to do Lord Zir as frequently as possible. I just get sick of doing it so many times. And I've still got 2 stacks in my stash, because they just keep giving them to me. Okay.
Let's go.
I forgot my incense. I need to build up another stack of 10. That's what I like to do, is have at least 10 of them on hand, just to make sure that I've got them. I don't think I'm going to fire them off. I've been able to fight this guy like 3 times without firing it off. But I want Sage. I have thought about doing the all stats, because that is that's something that helps everybody. But I would rather do my own and help myself. And anyone else with an intelligence build, I'll help them too. And then I usually go with dodge chance. Should probably go max life, but I don't know. I like it when they miss. And then soothing for resistance to all, whereas these ones are just resistances to a few things. Excellent. Again, I'm not going to fire off all my drugs for this fight. I am pretty confident, now that I've switched over to Gregoire's lightning square, I feel like I am doing pretty well against at least the beast in the ice. I guess his legal name is just Beast. No, he is the beast in the ice. This whole time I've thought that I have been naming him incorrectly. Ugh. Come on, baby. There we go. Get back into this fight. What a coward. It's like fighting Cain from Final Fantasy IV. Just keeps jumping in the air. I got my first mythic! I got my first mythic! Oh my goodness. I'm gonna pick it up last. I'm not gonna use it unless I switch to a build that uses this mythic, but I got the Harlequin quest, which is funny because I have been looking at the Incinerate Sorcerer in-game build, and on their mythic version of the build, they suggest the Harlequin crest. So maybe I might play around with that. Regardless, I'm holding on to this. I'm not getting rid of it. So we're going to hit that favorite button. I should get rid of it and try to craft something else, but it's not what we're doing. I keep standing too close. See, even that far away, he got a small hit on me. Good fight, good fight. I'm gonna give it at least until I've got 10 seconds left on my ultimate. It takes about 5 seconds for Belial to load in, but, you know, just in case. Alright, bunch of duds. And I am looking at 55 more, so I think 4 more summons. Yes, because 48 plus 12 would be 60. So we're doing 4. Come on, get that big crit. Get that big crit. Ah! I was like, oh, it'd be awesome if I could get him before he goes into the air. Okay, big hits. There. Big hits, there it is. Alright, I'm putting the controller down because I don't want Belial to come in and embarrass me while I'm looking at stuff. It's always exciting when you finally get your first mythic. Oh, it feels good. In fact, if you're new here and you got to experience me picking up that mythic, why don't you hit that follow button like Cold Trip Shots did earlier today? If you are old here and you have been enjoying what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you're sitting on an Amazon Prime subscription, I've got a little button above my head where you can go ahead and use that. If you're into the podcasts, check out mine. It's called Potato Chip Pictures. There is not going to be a new episode tomorrow. That's my fault. And finally, if you're watching in the future on YouTube, or as we sometimes like to say around here, if you're in the FuTube, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to leave a comment, go for it. I guess if you've made it this far, send the comment Harley Quinzel, and then I'll know you made it this far in the video. Oh no! I should not have teleported. I should not have teleported. It's almost like I could get killed easily. Hello, Shard Vixen! I haven't seen you in ages! I'm glad you're back. Alright. Big hits. We're getting the big hits. Come on. Of course, it helps if we're pointed in the right direction. Yes! Yes! Yes.
Most useful.
Alright. Didn't get what I'm looking for still. It's fine. It's fine. But I do need to go and junk everything, because I don't think I have enough to get another one. Oh no! Well, I apologize, Shard. I had no idea. Do you stream during your art time? Okay. I was gonna say, like, I haven't been getting notifications for some reason. I kept checking my little box to make sure that they were still turned on. It says they're turned on. I'll just have to check my settings. It might be a phone setting that I did.
More there than I thought.
Okay. This goes here. Right to the front of the line. And then how am I looking on these? 31. Okay, so I've got 2 more shots left. Okay. So there you guys go. Thursday nights, when you're sick of all of this, go watch art with Shard Vixen. That's better than what I've been doing. I have been doom scrolling. I have too much on the mind. Get those big hits. Get the big hits. There they go. There's the big hits. Just gotta get those boosts going up. Boo. I'm just not getting the stuff I want. Well, the stuff I want is 1 pair of gloves. That's all I'm looking for. But still, they're being pretty stingy about it around here. I'm gonna have to take a look to see how much distilled fear I have left after this fight. I mean, the worst that's gonna happen is I beat him and don't get a treasure out of it. Like, it's not like they take away my ability to beat him. Wow. I don't like when it's a close fight. That's what stresses me out. Oh. See, I get excited when I see those stars. But that's certainly better than what I've got. And then on here, this is worse than what I've got. So I'm dumping that. But I can at least do that one. And I am out of distilled fear, which is good. I was starting to get a little sick of fighting the beast in the ice. You know, sometimes you get a little bored with the guy. Alright, what was I looking for? I was looking for the Strike of the Storm something or other. Stormhorn. Strike of Stormhorn. I know words. Everything else goes. Don't need to worry about any of that. Now, looking at what I have left, I could take a lot of shots against Duriel, who is my favorite of the upper tier bosses. And then I've only got enough to do like 4 shots against Belial. But then I get to choose which reward I go for, which I need to get better at doing. I think it's going to be Duriel. You are welcome. Okay, time to go after Duriel, the Lord of Maggots. At least I think that's his full title, because I have to take the path of the maggot. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy watching. I still do the TikTok. I still do the TikTok. That is still where I have my largest follower base. Doesn't mean anything. Still not, you know, getting much out of the TikTok. But I just feel like I can't abandon it. I feel like I've got too much there. I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep on the TikToks. I still love this fight. I still love this fight. I love what they did with the updates. I love it. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Especially if I could get something where I could print them myself. Yep. Okay, dude, these Gregoire's lightning seems to be pretty good against Duriel as well. Get my shield on. There. One of them's down. Always angle my shots so I am striking at 2 of them. Yeah, man, I really do enjoy this updated fight. I enjoyed it before, and I enjoy it now. I mean, printing on demand is going to be the best route, but then I don't know about the quality. Like, if they decided to buy terrible shirts, I wouldn't know until someone told me that the quality went way down. And so that's why I'm always like, I don't know, if I buy the shirts, then I can count on the quality. Yikes! Okay, we got the fight. I'm not panicked. All right, I'll have to take a look at those. All right, I am looking for 2 more mythic uniques. I have collected 1 for this entire season, but I want the Shroud of False Death, which everybody wants. It's still the best piece of armor. But then I want the Ring of the Starless Sky. I'm saying all of this out loud because I'm hoping one of them drops right now.
I expect you to leave that.
None of them dropped. That's okay. I'm pretty sure I have a pair of flicker steps already in my thing. And I'm feeling pretty powerful. I still have not re-upped on my drugs. I'm not taking the potion or the incense yet. I seem to be holding my own. Good, good. Oh. I hate to say it, but I might actually trust Amazon more than my local print shop. Yeah, and there's the labor of making the shirts. Like, even if it's not hard labor, it's still time that you have to spend making the shirts. Okay. Dang it. I thought I got him. I thought I somehow got him before he went back underground. Okay. So I'm trying to angle my shots to hit two of them at once. I'm not very good at it. Okay, I got that guy. Got that guy. Got that guy. Okay, now I think I do, well, I mean, I've got, yikes. I've got Canva, but I've only got the free version of Canva. And I'm always worried about using, even if I'm doing all of the design work in Canva, I'm worried about what they are doing. But that's an interesting idea. And pretty much everybody else is allowed to have a shop on TikTok. All right. All right. Let me write that down really fast. Always testing the limits of my ability to multitask. Will he still hit me? Okay, I guess he will. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. That was dangerous. Holy cow, I thought I was dead. I thought that was the end of Sammy in this fight. Okay. I assumed it was. That was what I put into the the bar. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that the maggots dropping on my head no longer kills me in one shot like it used to. Because I'm still pretty bad at dodging them. Yep, get those hits in. Darn it. Alright, alright. Just gotta deal with a little bit of the stuff. How are you enjoying it, Shard? I hope you're enjoying it a lot, because I really enjoy this game. Admittedly, I really love playing the seasonal stuff, and I haven't been back to Diablo 3 since getting into Diablo 4. I don't think I could do 2 different video game seasons at once. Got him. I like it when it's a close fight. I like it when he stands a chance against me. Ugh. There have been a lot of updates this week. There was a new update that made it so every major city has a Raven of the Tree. And so you no longer have to go to the Tree of Whispers. You can just go to Karagar, which is pretty much everyone's home city at this point. And it has just about everything you could need out of it. Okay. Still not getting the stuff I want. Although the Tybalts will... Well, no, I'm going to dump everything. They also fixed the Crown of Lucian. That was unavailable before this week. Like, you could pick it up, but you couldn't actually use it. That's where I started too, and it was my ex. I've told this story in the past. I'm going to tell it again. My very first experience with any Diablo game was Diablo 3 when it first came out. The company I was working for was sent a review copy. I was the one who was lucky enough to get to do the review, and I hated it. I hated it. I just couldn't get into it. And I wrote a review that essentially said, like, this is the type of game that you've got to be in the right mindset for, that it'll be fun for some people, but maybe not for everybody. And then I gave the game back because we weren't allowed to keep the products that we reviewed at that time. And then years later, after I got divorced, I was dating this person, the last person I was in a serious relationship with. And she was like, play this game with me. It's got couch co-op. We can play together. And I was like, lady, I hate this game. I gave it a scathing review when I did it for work. I'm not going to have a good time with it. But we sat down and we played it, and it clicked. And it clicked hard. Oh my gosh. Suddenly, I loved it. And I am embarrassed that I had a review out there that said it was a bad game, because I love it. And I have been enamored with Diablo 4 as well.
Greetings. How shall I get
See, I've never played 1 or 2, though I have looked at both of them in their rebooted state. Their new versions. Remaster. I know words. I've been speaking this language my whole life. Okay. That's the next one I was going to do if I ever get a level. All right, we're 3 minutes away from another Helltide. I am going to try once again to complete that part of the season challenge. I will agree, Diablo 3, I had a lot more fun with couch co-op. And I don't know. On Diablo 4, every time I play couch co-op, the people I play with, our move speeds are so different from each other that it ends up making one of us feel like we are being slowed down. Anyway, as far as the season goes, I'm going to aim for doing this one, the Hell's Fury, defeat 200 monsters before the Hellborn's arrival. The best I have done is 148 out of 200. I would like to collect Lilith's boss power. And that only means I gotta put on Belial's eye beams. Last time I tried it, I couldn't get past the first phase of the fight. Alright, well, we've got about 2 minutes before Helltide starts. I'm hoping it will be down here, because I'm working towards a trophy. In fact, I'm just going to head to Nahantu just to call it. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this. Let's take a look at this. Okay. I have all the faith in the world that in 1 minute this area is turning red. That's what I believe. I swear it's going to happen, guys. They're going to say the Helltide has arisen, and it's going to be right above my head. You guys just wait. Just wait. I'm psychic like this. I definitely know that it's going to spawn right above my head. Any second now. right above my head. The Helltide has arisen, or has risen in multiple territories, and I was wrong! I'm not as smart as I think I am. So, again, the goal is 200 kills at max wanted level before the Hellborn arrives. The best I have done is 148. The worst I have done, I think, was 52. And that was quite embarrassing. So we just gotta beat 52. Okay, drugs are on. My wanted level is all the way at the bottom. I could have gotten on a horse. Didn't even think about it. I also am going off book with my boss power. They suggest Yurivar's grenades, and they are very good, those grenades, but I'm starting to feel as though the lightning is the better ability. I saw a stranger. They didn't want to hang out with me, though. That's okay, I didn't want to hang out with them either. Woo! Yeah, I am really liking Gregoire's lightning square. That is a pretty dope boss ability. And it feels like I'm getting kills faster. Maybe it's all in my head. Maybe I'm just imagining it. But I really do feel like I'm doing better with Gregoire's boss power. Alright, where's your buddy? Where's the guy? Okay. Alright. Making our way through. I don't know if I ever got this one completed. I don't think I ever saw an elite show up. But I gotta stay mobile. I gotta keep moving. Can't plant my feet, because it just takes too long for enemies to spawn around me. No. I'm coming to them. Mama, I'm coming home. Good. Oh man, the only thing I really miss from not using Urivar's grenades is that now when I use my ultimate, it only boosts my damage. It doesn't hit people like it did before. Whoops. Okay, so I am thinking that what I'm going to do, as I get closer to having max wanted level, I might head up to the ritual area and either join in or summon the Blood Maiden just to finish off. And yes, French fries, I agree with you. Rain of Arrows was so much fun. It was such a good build. So I'm glad you're enjoying it this season. And I'm glad you're doing better than I did when I first started it. I was barely following the guide correctly, making all the worst decisions. And then once things started working for me, I felt so powerful. My only criticism, thank you for the posture check, French fries, with the Rain of Arrows is that it does kind of feel like it takes a little longer to hit things. Like there's a gap between firing and actually hitting enemies. And so there would be times, like if Blazin was rolling with me, I would fire off my Rain of Arrows, and by the time they started coming down, everybody's dead. And I'm like, dang it, I need some distance. But when I was alone with my Rain of Arrows, nothing could stop me. Sounds good, Shard Vixen. Lurk away. I did update my emotes, so there is now a lurk emote for the followers, if you wanted to use that. It's very funny. I like that emote. Yeah, it's that one. It's the I'm still here. I'm just functionally gone. I'm getting very close, but I don't want to go up to the Blood Maiden until I'm actually wanted. Like when the bar starts falling, I'm gonna make my way up there. But for now, I just gotta stay mobile. I helped with this. I don't know who started that event, but I helped. Alright, alright. I still gotta watch out for these red dots. Might as well get some whispers taken care of. That's more experience and that's more stuff. Oh, I love Grigwar's lightning. Where have you been this whole season? Why haven't I used it? I was wrong. Excellent. Gift of handguards. Didn't get anything I wanted, but, you know, it's fine. Whatever. Okay. Gotta keep an eye on this thing. Oh, I'm sorry, French fries. I don't even know how the choo-choo train existed. That makes me sad. But that is another thing on the to-do list. I gotta make... I gotta make some gifts. I gotta make some emotes. But that's fun. Now it makes me hungry. I have Cheetos. They're the jalapeno Cheetos. It's like my favorite flavor of Cheeto, the jalapeno. My mouth is watering thinking about it. Alright, we are not there yet. I saw the flashing on the mini-map, and I wanted to go in that direction, but we're not there yet. We're very close, but we're not there yet. I think I'll head up here. Aw, alright, well, have a good night, French fries. Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad that you are here for the early crowd. And I hope you have a good rest of your evening. A 6 Dorito in evening. Ah! Okay, now for the rest of you. I'm still going to be going for a little bit less than an hour. That is a graphical glitch. telling me that I have a... oh, crap. I need to get out of here. That I have whatever that was. That was a mission, a side quest, whatever it's called. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to get as many kills as I can. I don't know if being around strangers helps or hurts. I don't know if I'm getting a ball in or a hand in on this, or if they're saying, nope, it doesn't count. Alright, well, it didn't pop the congrats you did it, so I'm assuming that means I did not. But we'll take a look as soon as the Blood Maiden comes out. We'll have a chance to take out some stuff. Well, we'll need to go back to the Raven in Karagar in order to do that. But I am feeling much more powerful as this continues. Also, I don't know if Beacon's still here, but you are correct that it does go up, at least. I think that's a change from last season. I think last season, the wanted level just stopped if you went to fight the Blood Maiden, but it looks as though they go up now. I'm going to do it. I mean, it's good for the, whatever. Yeah, everything's fine. It's all fine. So yeah, I'm noticing that the Blood Maiden, like the wanted level goes up a tiny bit, a sliver. As opposed to last season when it froze. It just stopped. Just no more movement. You were done. That's what you get for fighting the Blood Maiden. But it's still so slow that it's not worth it. I'm not going to stick around there. It's a lot of treasure, but I don't want that treasure. I want to complete the season. Ah, yes, and once again, that exclamation point, it's a lie. I'm completed in Kyrgyzstan. I can't do the quest again. It won't let me. Oh man, I like Gregoire's power. The power! Oh, it's fantastic. Because my main attack is a core ability. And so having this lightning firing off all the time is pretty fantastic. It's official. Urivar's grenades are now my number 2. They are the second favorite of the boss powers. Number 1 is Gregoire's lightning. Alright, what you got for me? Poor guy. Also, I've got a lot of cinders. I should probably spend them and not get killed. So, we're gonna set a pin there and just head on over. Okay, I went the wrong way. It happens. I get a little confused with the GPS. This is why I don't drive on the road trips unless we're on the freeway and I only have to drive straight for 6 or 7 hours. Once we're in the city, you gotta take over. I'm down to go on that road trip. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying I can only drive on the straight bits. Fantastic. Yeah, it just doesn't have what I want. I'm tempted by all of the resistances that it adds. Also, I thought I died, so I'm very happy that I'm still alive. I'm gonna have to change my horse's decoration. I don't like that flag anymore. I thought I liked it. I thought it went well with the white and gold horse with the gold armor. But I don't know, it's not really working. I need to see if I have something that's more in theme with what I'm going for. I'm going for arrogant sorcerer now that I'm late game. Okay. Drop another 150, because why not? Can't take it with me. This is also how I keep getting so many living steel. I keep coming back here trying to complete this part of the season challenge, seeing that I have enough cinders to buy or to open a chest, and then just putting those living steel in my stash. I also really love the new Grigwar fight. I like the new Varshan fight. I think that's pretty impressive as well. But in terms of the new updates to the fights, I really do feel like they improved Duriel and Grigwar the most for my taste. Those are the ones that I just have the most fun fighting at this point. Varshan is still a very good litmus test of your character. Same with Zir. I'll fight both of them just to kind of see how strong I am. Ooh! Yeah, I hear you and your maracas. Rattle, 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 rattle. Excellent. Alright, we're watching the wanted meter. It's towards the top of the screen, just left of my mini-map, if you are watching on a large enough screen to be able to see. I do wish there was something they did with that. That big, burning hole in the world. It looks cool, but I want it to do more than just look cool. Oh man, I thought I was wanted for a second with how many dudes were popping up. Nah, there's just the right amount. Okay. So I have noticed that every time I have tried to go into the Blood Maiden and finish off this challenge over there, I get an embarrassingly low number of kills. So this time around, I'm going to stay away from the Blood Maiden. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the actual enemies. It will fire off. There it is. It's like it's going to fire off in a second now. It's going to happen. And I just gotta keep planning ahead. I gotta keep moving, keep planning. Come on, get in there. I think I should keep moving. Nope, I'm gonna hold still. If they're gonna bus enemies to me, then hells yeah, I'm gonna stick around. Yeep. Running out of time. Running out of enemies. This is a situation where, those guys, those elites are not gonna help at all. Well, we can take a look and see. Where are those shadows? It's like what Hercules said. Frustration! I don't know, I never watched Hercules. I don't know what he said. I would say I was more of a Xena guy, but I wasn't one of those either. I was a Power Rangers kid, through and through. Alright, that's all I needed to know. Okay, time to see what the damage was. Time to see how we did. Hey, we had a personal best, 167. So avoiding the Blood Maiden is the way to go. 167 is pretty good. That kind of bolsters me and makes me feel confident enough to take another crack at it. See if I can beat him that time.
Sings on your return.
Haha, aspect of shared misery. So metal. But it's also one of those things that's good. Sharing your misery is misery divided. Sharing your joy is joy multiplied. Okay, got those dudes. I don't know why I'm going after all this stuff on the ground. I don't need the cinders, I just keep going after them. Oh, ban. Okay. Perfect. There we go. Excellent, excellent. Go for it. Let me get to a safe spot. That way I'm not gonna get killed by anything. But yes, do you need my name? Because I can pull that up for everybody if they need it. Let's see, where do I find mine? Okay, good. Yeah, feel free to send a request to either join or an invite for me to join, either way. There we go. Yay! Now I get to see what a pro looks like. Okay. So, the primary thing that we're working on, that's a good looking outfit, by the way. I like your armor. Is getting our wanted level up so that we can start taking out dudes and finishing that dang seasonal challenge. Alright, alright. Somewhere up here, there should be another, like, ravaged corpse somewhere on the ground. So I'm kind of looking for an inverted triangle. I don't know if I'll see one. Whiners. There's too many. It's like you think you're in Torment 4 or something, where there are too many. Excellent. Yeah, man, I'm gonna say it again. I really like Grigwar's power. There it is. Okay. Ritual has started. And they'll tell you if you are hitting your favor cap. You spend that on these reliquaries. All of mine are completed. So I can't do anything about it. I'm just gonna sit at 99 until the next season. And then spend a bunch of them all at once. So I'd have to say that's not my favorite. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm okay with it. Alright. Do I need to open these chests? No. Do I want to open these chests? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to follow Beacon a little bit closer. Oh, those are just civilians. I'm over here like, I'm gonna help! I'm gonna help! Okay. Also, I don't have Subo out, which means I don't see where the baddies are. I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. I feel like I'm murdering dudes, so I must be going in the right direction. I definitely think they nerfed that dude, because I've never been able to beat him alone until last season. But maybe I'm just more powerful now. Alright. Blow up dudes. Make them explode. Alright, there's the champion. Woo! Fantastic. But don't stand in the explosion. It's bad for your health. Okay. There's some dudes. Got him. But when they all spawn like that, that gets me a little nervous. And I am about to hit max wanted level. There it goes. So, we gotta be moving quick fast. Looking for baddies. Hopefully they'll bust. There we go. It's like I just need one of those worms to show up. I don't need them to show up, I just prefer when the worms show up. Alright. I'm gonna go this way. There we go, good. We're almost out of time. We're almost out of time! Poops. What a turd. Maybe he's strong against lightning. Because yeah, he's withstood all of that. Okay, so I have reached my token cap. Whoops. And I only did 155 on that last wanted. Only. That's fine. That's fine. It's way better than 50. Come on, where's my ability? Okay. There we go. I'm mostly just looking for dudes, trying to get through this challenge. Alright, we got them angry. That's the right direction. They usually respawn by sending a bunch of dudes. Okay. There, found some dudes. I keep trying to find dudes to kill, and all the dudes are dead. But you just watch out, I'm gonna be so powerful. Other people are gonna be like, I thought there would be dudes, but all the dudes are dead. And it'll be me who did the killing. I gotta tell you guys, I really like this song. Who is it? It's The Streets with Fit, But You Know It. I've got a soft spot for The Streets. I like The Streets. Okay. If I chase after Beacon, I'm just gonna be following corpses. It's smarter to get moving around, get more people killed, just out and around. And then if I get my wanted level, then I'll make my way up. But I have learned. The Streets. Streets. He's a British rapper who kind of got noticed for being bad at it. But he's not. He's got a style that is very much his own. And when you listen to a lot of British rap, you'll notice that it's not that far off from the British rap style of vocals. He just does it in this way that is really unique to him. It doesn't always work. I think I only have Fit But You Know It as my only song of his that I like. But whichever song he had that was his first radio single, I remember hating it when I first heard it, and then like 3 listens later, it just clicked, and I was like, I love this. I love this so much. Ooh! In fact, my favorite song right now is a song called Fig Jam. I would have to look up who the artist is, but they're another British group that raps in that British style that I have become so in love with. But I just love Fig Jam. FIGJAM. It's an acronym. And I live my life by Fig Jam. There's a Gerblin! There's a Gerblin! Oh, the Gerblin escaped. I got too excited when I saw the Gerblin ruin. My mouth stopped working right. I just wanted to get that Gerblin. Alright, I am wanted, so I've got to get moving. I got to keep mobile. Make sure I am getting these kills in here.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Good. That's what I likes to hear. That's a good group. That's a good group. I'll take the channeling shrine. I got it! Oh my gosh, I got it! I think that is the end of my season. I think I have just finished the season. I have just finished the season. Baby, I have finished the season. I am free! And then I go off stream. That's all I've been waiting for. I can see my family again. Oh, goodness. Holy crap. I am so glad that I finally did it. So at this point, any other challenges that I do are just going to be for my own edification and enjoyment. I don't need to do anything else. I don't even think I'm going to get rewards for doing anything else in this chapter. My children will be so happy. They'll be like, Daddy, we get to see you again. Holy crap. All right, let me take a quick look, and then I'm going to back up Beacon. If Beacon's working on that particular challenge for the season. Oh, I have a soft spot for good covers. All right, that does not have what I want, and that's fine. I don't need it. But check that out. Yeah. So, Beacon, have you also finished your season? Are you also a free man from the season journey? Excellent. It's such a good feeling. Oh, man. And now I've got all of the smoldering ashes. Everything I do from this point on is just for my own benefit. Just to have a little more fun. But I am no longer feeling the pressure of finishing the season.
What's still got some good in it?
Oh, that feels good. All right, let's teleport over to Samchai. I like your look. I like the purple armor with the lightning. I think that's pretty dope. Okay. It really changes everything once you have finished the season. Suddenly you're just like, I wonder what I'm in the mood to do. Like, you know, for the past, 2 or 3 weeks, I have felt beholden to always be looking at the season journey and saying, what can I do in this? And now I'm like, I don't have to do jack. You can't make me do anything. I have minor goals for the season. They are... The number one of my minor goals is getting to level 300, Paragon 300. That is the max level. Never gotten there with a character during a season. I don't know if I play enough to get there, but that is one of the goals for this season. Same as last season. The other 2 trophies that I should go for is collecting cinders in a Helltide in Nahantu, so that's part of the DLC, and doing something else. No, it wasn't the pit, because I did that one, or the Undercity, rather. There's something else that I'm missing. It might just be the cinders and Paragon 300. I would like to take out Lilith this season just to collect her power and to see what it looks like. I can't get the Resplendent Spark for beating her because I've already done it once last season. Holy crap, I can roll the dice on my Resplendent Sparks. I don't think I have enough to do the thing I want. Oh, you do get a resplendent spark for killing her in the season. See, I thought it was a single resplendent spark that was account bound, and it was based just on the trophy, killing her once. But if I can kill her every season and get a resplendent spark, then that's worth it for me. All right, who do I need to talk to? It's you. Okay. I am willing to give it a shot. Let me see if I have... I don't think I do, but I'm going to check the Bach, Cry, and Moni. I don't think I have Moni. I don't think I have Bach. I do have Moni. What are you? Okay. I have Cry. I don't have Bach. Curses! Alright, so the question becomes, do I want to just roll the dice and see if I can get it?
There's some steel you need.
The worst thing that'll happen is I don't get what I want. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it! I'm gonna gamble! And it was one of the things I wanted. So I'll put that on. We will add a socket. I am almost ready, Beacon, I promise. I promise. I am on my way. Unfavorite because I need to save my new build.
I'll keep my forge hot.
Then we put that back on. Excellent. And now, pump all those levels in here.
Some solid bits here.
I'll take the attack speed. What am I doing with this? Okay. Okay. Spending your primary resource reduces the resource cost of your skills and increases damage by 10% for 3 seconds up to 50%. I like that. Okay. I am heading to Nevesk. I have played everything. I have played all of the classes. I haven't spent a lot of time with most of them. I think my favorite still is Spiritborn. It's so powerful. All right, Beacon, before I get in there with you, I'm going to use my incense, but I don't want to gas you. Well, you might be able to use what I'm going to gas with. So I guess it's up to you if you want to be gassed or not. I'll stand over here. And I want Precision, Sage, Soothing, and Spirit Dance. Okay. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming! Wait. Go to there and there. Okay, now I'm ready. Just had to make sure I had all of my abilities. I'm coming. Running out of dash. There we go. All right, here we go again. All right, watch the floor. The floor is lava. Okay. Dang it! I had a feeling that something was gonna get me. Thank you for the re-up, but don't get yourself killed. Thank you. Come on, get that volatile blood. Dang it. Well, I'm glad I wasn't alone. Oh, man. I love your title, Beacon. Blood-soaked blood seeker. That's fantastic. Get my hydras out. Okay, I survived that. Excellent. Did not survive that. Panicked. That was my fault. It was like, what's happening? What's happening? You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job, Vegan. Okay, so now I'm gonna just start hitting R1 just to make sure that the shield goes up as soon as I'm up. Look at that, I stayed alive for a few more seconds. Ah! Okay, well that was my fault. I shouldn't have teleported. I should have used my regular feat. I just don't trust my move speed. Pressing this button so that way, you know, just in case. Good job! Good job, Beacon! Also realize I should probably put that on. Don't need to. Already finished the season. But what if? Okay. I'm gonna stick with Beacon as close as I can. Of course, it doesn't help if you get shot by the bullets in the bullet hell. You got it, Beacon! We're all cheering for you! Oh my goodness. Admittedly, the one time that I beat Lilith, it was because I staggered her before she could get the bullet hell going. Alright. Hit this button, just in case. Just in case. Nope! That was a valiant effort, Beacon. That was quite impressive. And if you, yeah, I watched it happen. I'm gonna go repair. Nope, we don't need to repair because they're just gonna kill us anyway. She's gonna one-shot us, even if I had my armor fully stocked. Don't stand too close to the edge. Alright, alright, alright. We're in the silent. Try to survive. Ah, curses. I don't trust my teleport anymore. It's a little too much. So I've been trying to avoid it, but I think my move speed is still a little too slow. Dang! Alright, let's do it. Let's do it again. Let's see what happens. She can't keep beating us. She'll get tired. That's how video games work. Alright, I survived her backhand from her wing. Hopefully. Ah, curses. So I gotta work on my move speed. That's my critical flaw in this fight. So I can't run fast enough, and my teleport just moves too far. It's too unpredictable. Like that. Like that. I watched you do it. I watched you demonstrate for me, Beacon, just how unpredictable your teleport can be. Just launches you out into no man's land, and it's like, and then we're dead. Exactly. Like, it's the safest move to do, and if you're not careful, it's the one that kills you. Okay. Here she comes again. Darn it! I was like, if I can hit circle at the right time, I'll get away. But that's what I want to be doing, is moving up and down like that. That is the best way. Good job, good job. But don't get slapped. Oh, wow. Somehow. Come on, get that revive. Okay. Holy crap. Holy... I don't know. I didn't know how to block that one. Thank you. I teleported to the wrong spot. Don't teleport there. That's a bad spot. That's where things hurt. It's hard to break habits, and my habit is to teleport out of danger. Oh, there it is. Alright, I've got one more in me, and then I think I'm gonna call it. If you've got one more in you. I know how much fun it is to throw yourself at a problem over and over again. Especially with a teammate who keeps dragging you down. I do not. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that. I was really just doing it for the challenge of doing it, but let me switch this back. Nope, I don't want that one. I want that one. Let me upgrade it a few times. And then, yeah, if you want, we can do this in Torment 1, and I'll get that resplendent spark. But I'm gonna go repair. Alright, alright. 200,000! Now I gotta remember. I gotta remember to go back to Torment 4. I'll be so annoyed with myself if I stay in Torment 1. I'll be like, why is everything so easy all of a sudden? Because I stayed in Torment 1 and not gone to Torment 4. Sounds good, sounds good. I'm gonna get into position, so if you just want to teleport to me when you are back, go for it. I don't know what WB means, I just realized. I've just read will back and realized I don't know what that means. World boss! I am so plugged into the internet. I definitely know what everybody's saying. Whew. Alright, doing it again. Well, we're doing a lot more damage this time, that's for sure. Assuming she can be hit. Okay. Go that way, that way, that way. It's got to do with rockin' mics, and it ain't nothing nice. Let me tell you about my only vice. It's got to do with rockin' mics, and it ain't nothing nice. Did we do it? Did we get through that first phase? It looks like you got a hit on her. Good job. There's also a challenge for defeating Lilith in a party that I saw the other day, so this is going to accomplish that particular thing as well. Okay. Watch the bullets. Don't see the bullets. There's one. Oh, it hit me. Okay, we are doing better. I think the ability to survive a few more hits has helped. Oh boy. Of course, she can still hit me, so I can't just, you know, not fight back. Oh, thank you, Beacon. New power unlocked. Resplendent Spark. Challenge completed. Got a lot of stuff out of that. So, I'm going to head back to Karagar. Well, I'm going to read what my challenge was. So, Vitreous Band. That's a pretty cool one. Okay. Also, Beacon, I'm going to kick you out because I'm going to do the goodbyes now. Because I feel quite accomplished, and now I got to figure out what I'm going to do next week. So, let me leave here. Oh, good call, good call. I wasn't planning on doing the world boss, but you're right. In fact, if you want to do it with me, then send another invite again, because I completely forgot about the world boss, and I am definitely down to do that with you, if you want to. Accept, and then put my pin here, teleport, and we got like 2 minutes to get there. So we're going to have a tiny bit of overtime today. Like 2 minutes of overtime. It won't take long. Enjoy. Thank you for swinging by, Shard Vixen. We're going to be leaving pretty soon. We're just going to do the world boss as our final thing for the evening. Once again, the season is finished for me, so for the remainder of the season, I'm going to turn off the solo tag. I am definitely fine with helping others or with getting help. I don't need to do anything to finish the season, though the season is done. At this point, the solo tag is getting removed. Well, it was already removed, but it's going to stay removed for the benefit of others. If you come back on Monday and you are working on finishing the season, let me know. I am definitely down to help out. All right, I'll accept your trade. I don't know what you want to trade. You want a crappy focus? Whoa! I'll lock in my offer. I'm a billionaire! Yay! Thank you, Beacon. I'm gonna start a hello chain. Doesn't always work.
Greetings.
There it goes. It doesn't work anymore. Nobody else wants to say hello. Alright, always stand where avarice was gonna land. I have not tried any of the world boss powers. So one of the things that you can look forward to next week when we come back is I'm just going to be goofing off and checking out some of the other boss powers. Just trying them out, seeing which ones I like. It was kind of a revelation to discover that I really like Gregoire's lightning power. I keep hitting his stupid things. All right, I got you, Boo. Nope, Boo blasted away. I got you, Boo. Nope, Boo blasted away. Okay. Because in this household, we revive our allies, even if our allies are strangers. Thank you, treasure goblins. Treasure gerblins. Treasure gerblins. Ah! Alright, nobody went down that time. At least it looks like nobody went down that time. When you hear that sound, it means that I am not hitting Avarice. I'm hitting Avarice's crap on the ground, and I don't know if it's because I'm piercing through him and hitting this stuff on the other side, or if I'm legitimately shooting just the crap that he spawns. Okay, I'm piercing. I'm going through him. Ah, not that time though. That time I was shooting right at it. That's a safe spot. Looks like everybody's still standing. I'm talking to myself. That's what we do around here. We talk to ourselves. Okay. I didn't see a warning about those other dudes showing up, so I'm not going to worry about them, but I am going to open my treasure. Okay. Shout out to Beacon. Beacon 000 has a stream. It's a very good stream. I would recommend you check it out. He's very generous with his time, and so I want to give a very special shout out to Beacon for helping me finish the season, helping me out with that fight against Lilith. I'm going to be back on Monday. I'm going to be working towards just having a good time and getting myself to level 300. So if you are working on the season, come back on Monday. I will help you. If there's anything that you are working on that's giving you trouble, I'll help you out. I'm willing to do that. I enjoy doing that. And there's plenty of stuff for me to still do, including the pit. Got to get going on the pit so that I can at least get, to level 100 on some of this stuff. If you are new here and you have been watching this whole time, why don't you hit that follow button? We're 15 away from the goal of 100. If you're old here and you're having a good time, why don't you hit that subscribe button? If you're sitting on a Prime subscription right above my head, you can click that button and just use it for me. I'll take it. I'll take that right off your hands. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you have made it all the way to the end of this stream archive, I don't know, leave the comment champion. And then I know you made it. Also, hit that like and subscribe because you are a champ who watched this far. There is no new episode of Potato Chip Pictures tomorrow. Get caught up on the previous episodes on any of your favorite your favorite podcatchers, and I will be back on Monday where we will be streaming For most of the week, I might take Wednesday off depending on how the doctor's appointment goes, but we are definitely streaming on Friday because we got the FriPlay challenge unlocked. All right, everybody, have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Goodbye.